people gonna say anything? Nope. Admiral Zen?
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the ALOT. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
And you owe Tali.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
She seems delightful.
Can you tell me anything about the ALOT?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Well, they could cannibalize the ship, right?
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rail to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
So you think Rail was right?
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rail should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
The ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked, but it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Okay. What about if, what if it has its own personality and its own wants and things like that? Like, kind of like Edie, you know? She seems alive, even if she's not technically alive.
If we don't find Rael alive on the ALOT, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rail agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
I mean, the whole problem with the Geth was just because they didn't treat them like, you know, I might be misremembering, but wasn't it just because the Geth were kind of becoming self-aware and they just kind of treated them like slaves, and then they rose up against the Quarians? Like, if they studied AI and just treated them decently, maybe things would have gone better.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth?
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Man, alright, she is a trip. We talked to that person, right? Cal Rieger. So this is Vitor Nara.
Shepard, how did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
I like how nervous he seems. He seems sweet.
Do you remember anything else about the collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Oh, I like him. He's... poor guy.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
I thought at first... I thought at first that he was just nervous. No, it's because of the terrible things he went through. Shalaran?
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the A.L.O.T. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
So, my own personal opinion here would be she kind of did the right thing there, because, you know, having the shock in Tali's voice, of course, was like, oh yeah, she's very upset about this. It's not like she would intentionally put active Geth on a ship and then let her father die. But at the same time, I feel like it's gonna want me to say, you went too far.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the A.L.O.T. soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Lab ship.
What can you tell us about the A.L.O.T?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zorro only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the A.L.O.T sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
Relationship. So this is her auntie, right? So is it her father's sister?
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
So they can't even live together without their suits. God, these people need to discover, like, vaccines or something.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
Want to give them the homeworld? Was he looking for a way to get them back to their planet?
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There's a lot of politics going back right over there, so you got any opinions on that?
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the guest's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
Fair enough, yeah. I mean, I get it, because who'd want to be, like, doing basically living out of your car for, like, your entire life because somebody's squatting in your house?
We should move on.
Good luck on the ALOT.
Oh god, Jack. You're looking spooky sneaking up like that. Admiral Geralt.
Even during the hearing, Tali'Zor's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Seems like we're winning over some hearts and minds here.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the ALOT. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangerel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
Whatever works. What does that mean? Like, I know I've said it before, but I always kind of hate whenever you get a game that's got, like, dialogue choices and it doesn't quite tell you what you're about to say. But I'm gonna choose this one, because I'm curious.
I'm just here to help Tali, Admiral.
I'm glad someone is.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. Put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Sounds like he's on your side.
Can you tell me anything about the ALOT?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. A ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the ALOT. That's where we stand.
He's just being pragmatic, so... I mean, I understand why she's angry, but... Yeah. If I weren't playing a video game, I would be like, that guy's probably right.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
Nobody likes him.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
So he likes the Geth, and Admiral Zen wants to study them and bring them back as slaves. I have like some half-formed thoughts that I'm trying to put words to, but I'm not quite there yet, so we'll just continue. I didn't ask about that yet, did I? Sometimes things switch around, so I'm not sure if I have or not. I don't think I did.
You and Tally's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. You can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes.
And what did everyone else?
Idiots.
Yeah.
They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
I like him already. I don't even know him, but I like him already.
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tally bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tally's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
So it's kind of sounding more and more like Chorus and Zen may have worked together to, like, you know, reactivate these Geth pieces. Because especially if Zen has been experimenting on them anyway, she may have the stuff to, like, put them back together from, like, broken parts or, like, inactive parts or whatever. But then it could be that she wanted to make them into, like, slaves again, and they did not work out. So now she's like, it was totally Tally. Tally did it.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy, and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
That is a good point right there. It's, you know, if all your family is on board your warship, that's, yeah, you don't want to send that into fight.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Alright, who's left? Admiral Chorus. Of course, he's at the end. You guys got anything to say? No? You!
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vas Quip. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
So if he's on the Quip, why does he have the right to take away the Vas Nima from her name? Wouldn't that be the other one who is actually of the Nima herself or himself? I think it was her, right? But anyway, or even like all of them, if they have like a vote.
Can you tell me anything about the ALOT?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
Yeah, I really think that it was Zen and Chorus who did this, and now that it's all gone tits up, Chorus is over here like trying to blow up the evidence. Oh, I'm not supposed to ask about the name, but I want to ask about the name.
You have a ship named Quip?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
Well, I think I know the answer to this. They can't quite leave because where are you going to go? You can't just pack up and go to another ship. There's not going to be space.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Deferens or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quip-Quip, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are not to be lauded. But like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created, the people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
Ooh, in this case, I do kind of agree with him, because they created these slaves and then treated them like shit. Oh man, we're getting into this whole it's hard to choose sides kind of territory. I mean, I still don't like this guy, but I think he's right about that.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael'Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Tali'Zorah. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of with Chorus on that. I mean, you should kind of go for peace and try to make things better with them, because they seem to be intelligent. Man. Huh. Well, I'm interested to see where this goes.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Tali'Zorah. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Maybe he's not so bad after all. I mean, Zen still seems pretty bad, but... Yeah, here it is, okay. I was gonna say, is this the place? Yeah. What is this over here? I wonder what that symbol is supposed to be. It almost looks like a wing with like feathers on it. Which would make sense.
Human can work a crowd, I'll admit that much.
I was gonna say it makes sense for like where ships would be. Because then it would be like, oh, this way to the flying thing. Oh, I thought this was someone I could talk to. But that box was back there on that guy.
If anyone can retake the ALOT, Tali'Zorah can.
Everyone seems to really like Tali.
Tali'Zorah Vast Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vast Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Aran's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vast Normandy.
Does anyone know what we're in store for, or what's in store for us over there?
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the ALOT?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the ALOT.
Yeah, I would expect that. And also, this guy's accent is a little all over the place, too. Is it just because they live on different ships and each ship has their own accent? What is this? Because it's like every single person every single Quarian has a different accent that is very different from the rest of them. His is kind of close to Tally's, but still, like, a little bit weird.
I need to do a few things before we leave.
Oh, sorry, I did not mean to click that.
The shuttle is here whenever you're ready to leave.
I meant to do the other one, but I was talking and didn't even didn't even think.
Are you ready to take the shuttle?
We're ready.
Let's head to the ALOT.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.